Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah's fourth son is Prince Mateen Brunei. Even though he's not the heir to the throne, the young prince has access to more than $20 billion. So let's look inside the luxurious life of Prince Mateen. Wealth and fame. Being the son of the third richest emperor in the world must have opened some very rich doors. Prince Mateen doesn't mind breaking them open. Even though the Brunei royal family's finances are not open to the public, it's thought that the prince is worth more than $20 billion, which is just $10 billion less than his father's huge wealth. Their huge amount of money comes from the Brunei Investment Agency, which has assets worth about $73 billion. This fund is in charge of the country's assets and investments in other countries, and the Sultan has put some of his own money into it. The royal family also owns a lot of property and businesses in many different fields such as energy, real estate, banking, and others. They run most of the oil and gas products from the country. Prince Mateen has every reason to live a luxurious life, and he does so to the fullest. He always tells his Instagram fans about how luxurious his life is. Prince Mateen has also been written about in a number of magazines and newspapers. He's been a guest at a number of fashion shows, including Paris Fashion Week, and has been pictured at high-profile events. As you might guess, the prince takes great care of his expensive clothes, which don't come cheap. His wardrobe. Prince Mateen's sense of style is well known, and he often wears expensive clothes from high-end fashion shops. Some people think that his clothes are worth at least $2 million. Obviously, that's not a surprise since he wouldn't be caught dead without a well-known name on his back. His best brands are Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Balenciaga, and he's not afraid to wear other high-end, ultra-luxurious names like a member of the royal family. Prince Mateen also has access to exclusive clothing lines and can have clothes made just for him, which makes his outfits more expensive. In one of his Instagram posts, Prince Mateen is wearing a custom-made Gucci jacket with elaborate embroidery and animal motifs. People think that the jacket was made just for him and that it cost hundreds or even tens of thousands of dollars. Even though his clothes show that the prince lives a very luxurious life, they're not nearly as expensive as his trinkets. He could, on the other hand, be dressed in rags. Accessories. Even though he doesn't draw attention to this part of his style, the primary prince really likes high-end, opulent, and expensive items like jewelry and watches. Diamond and gold bracelets, necklaces with valuable stones, and rings with intricate designs. He's been seen wearing high-end, very expensive Cartier rings that cost around $30,000 each, as well as a custom-made Van Cleef & Arpels golden band with diamonds that's said to cost more than $100,000. Still, watches are what he really loves. One of the most noticeable watches he wears is a Patek Philippe clock with diamonds all over it. The watch is said to have cost several $100,000 because of its complicated design and high-quality materials. He was also seen wearing an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak offshore chronograph watch worth about $40,000 and several Rolex, Richard Mille, and Hubert watches worth between $20,000 and $50,000. On the other hand, ultra-rich people have always dressed and accessorized in a unique way. On the other hand, only the richest people in the world can buy their own white tiger. Animals. If there's one thing the Prince of Brunei loves more than his good looks and expensive clothes and accessories, it's his dogs. He loves dogs and often poses for pictures with his breed Samoyed, Golden Retriever, and French Bulldog. He does, however, hang out with some strange animals like at least 2 ocelots and a white tiger cub who is no longer a baby but is just as cute as when he was. I don't know if the white tiger was bought or saved from thieves. On the black market, these animals are worth anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000. Still, since they are rare, it is illegal to sell them, so Prince Mateen has one of the few that isn't in the wild. The prince also likes horses. He's known for his love of horseback riding and equestrian sports, and he's participated in many international equestrian competitions. He has also posted pictures and videos of himself riding horses on his social media sites. In these posts, he's seen with different kinds of horses, but no one knows for sure how many horses he has. Horseback riding is one of his favorite things to do, but it's not even close to being his most expensive hobby. Expensive hobbies. Prince Mateen likes to get the most out of life. He likes to try new things and write about them on Instagram. As a member of royalty, he can do things that other people, even if they have the money, just can't. One of them is in charge of a fighter plane. As a lieutenant in the Brunei Army, he has access to military-grade gear, and he often takes pictures of himself flying or shooting different weapons. Still, shooting is the prince's main interest, so he uses high-end gear that costs him around $50,000. He loves animals and nature so much that he often goes to faraway places to take as many pictures as he can. The prince also likes to exercise. He works out in a lot of different ways, like by lifting weights, doing yoga, and doing martial arts. The prince often posts his workout schedule on social media, and he even tells newbies how to get better faster. He also tells people what to eat and how to live in a good way. His favorite thing to do, though, is travel. Mateen has posted pictures of many ultra-luxurious hotels from all over the world, so it makes sense that he stays in the best hotels and does everything he wants at the ultra-luxurious places he visits. Even though his travel spending is not made public, some people think it's more than $1 million per year. His Instagram page says that this is a big understatement. Even though his trips are a fun way to show off his wealth, they aren't nearly as impressive as the prince's collection of cars. Cars. People know that the Brunei royal family has a lot of fast, expensive cars. They own about 7,000 cars that are worth about $5 billion. The Sultan pays an annual fee to get all the new cars made by high-end companies like Mercedes-Benz, Ferrari, BMW, and others. This mind-boggling collection includes 550 Mercedes, 450 Ferraris, and 6 custom-made Bentley Dominators, each of which is worth more than $4.6 million. Even though the prince can use these cars and often pictures with them, they still belong to his father. The prince has only one Bentley Dominator, a $500,000 Lamborghini Aventador, a $300,000 Ferrari 458 Italia, a $150,000 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, and a $600,000 Porsche 911. The 3 gold-plated diamond-covered Lamborghinis that look the same in his collection, on the other hand, are worth $4.5 million. The prince isn't bad, but he has a lot to learn from his father. Even though the prince's cars are great examples of his wealthy lifestyle, nothing shows it better than his homes. Real estate. The prince is doing what other princes around the world have done by putting a lot of his income into high-value real estate deals. The Brunei prince has a large portfolio that covers 3 continents and is worth about $100 million. The most expensive thing he owns is his $15 million Beverly Hills home. It has a modern, beautiful design with high-end finishes and features like a private pool, jacuzzi, and gym. The prince also has a beautiful home in Marbella, Spain. The estate has a modern style and is one of the most popular neighborhoods in the area. It looks out over the Mediterranean Sea and has beautiful grounds and a private pool all around it. The prince, when he was young, spent more than $5 million on this work of art. His lovely flat in London's upscale Mayfair neighborhood is another gem in his collection. The apartment is in one of the most desirable parts of the city, where flats can often cost more than $2 million and is said to be a mix of modern and traditional styles. Still, Prince Mateen spends most of his time with his parents, which makes sense since they live in a real $1.5 billion kingdom. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.